Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Punchups, episode 27, where the two different opposing movie buffs go at it. Oh, yeah, I was trying to change it up. I was right on the fly.
It's fine.
Where I like action films and Lawson likes art house films. So we try and make each other watch whatever we like.
Yep.
And then we try and debate which one is better.
Yep.
So normally we just bring a little bit of a movie each, but we've got a special for you this week because there is a movie that has come out and it has broken a couple of records. It is apparently the worst film ever, based off a Rotten Tomato. I think Rotten Tomato gave it like a 0 or something.
It got a 0, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not from they gave it. It's from because the tomato meter is based on people's votes, you know.
Yeah. So this was released on Amazon. So Amazon, I don't know. I don't understand how they greenlit this one because it is something special.
Yeah, I honestly can't believe it exists. I can't believe they're like, yeah, look, we'll release it. It did not need to be released.
Yeah. So we've got this little bonus for you, which is War of the Worlds, which is a little bit of a special pick, and then another one that's been super hyped because of the trailer. The trailer looked absolutely insane, and we'll let you know if it lives up to it. And that is Weapons, apparently the best horror film of the year, which apparently together was stated the best horror film of the year. But I gotta say, 2025 has been pretty good for horror.
There's been some good ones, I gotta say.
And then kind of another horror is Hulu's, but I guess Disney's our release for us in Australia. It is Alien Earth. Yep. So yeah, kind of cool for that.
Two movies about aliens and two things that are half decent. I don't know what the connection between all of them is. Not really any.
Horror is the
horror.
Two of them got aliens.
I don't know. I don't think that. I mean, two horror and one horrible. How's that?
Ooh, that's not bad. I don't
think you consider War of the Worlds a horror film.
Oh, I don't know. Apparently, it's called Alien Invasion Horror Sci-Fi Thriller.
Jesus.
So, yeah,
that's generous.
This is, let's get into it. So, a man that I did not expect to be helming this film, which is War of the Worlds, which is out now on Amazon Prime. Do yourself a favor, and you have to see it. This is something that you generally have to see because it's unique. It's like something that I never thought I would actually see in my lifetime. But it is Ice Cube playing Ice Cube. Ice Cube, if you've seen him in pretty much any other role, he's just angry. He's angry all the time and does his little angry faces.
But it's worse than this because he's got no one to be angry at. Like, you see other movies and he's angry and you're like, he's funny because he's yelling at people. But in this, it's just angry and it's this lad can't act. If this doesn't ruin his career, something really wrong.
He's angry in front of a green screen. Yeah. Because I swear all of this is shot in front of the green screen. Yeah. Like everything. And then they just got some B-roll and then threw it all together. But this is about a colossal invasion of Earth is coming in this off-kilter take on the legendary novel of the same name, filled with present-day themes of technology, government, surveillance, and privacy. Like, if this doesn't set the tone for you, because they didn't even really write the plot, it was just they've taken nothing, which is the book from H.G. Wells. Yeah. I was surprised. I actually didn't make the connection until like now that it was actually based on H.G. Wells' novel. I don't know why.
War of the Worlds? Like, what? What do you mean? How?
I don't know. I just thought this was a standalone, just rubbish thing, but apparently it's not. Yeah, no, I don't know why.
Because there's War of the Worlds that we watched when we were teenagers as well. Well, maybe you didn't, but the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah, I do remember that. Also, he was the writer of The Time Machine as well, I believe, and I quite like that film.
Yeah, I mean H.G. Wells this is very loosely based on War of the Worlds. Besides the fact that they've got the tripods. And the fact that someone actually says, this is what we're calling the War of the Worlds. Besides that,
That's right.
there's nothing to do with War of the Worlds in this.
That's
like,
fair.
poor H.G. Wells.
Yeah, so this is starring Ice Cube.
Barely.
And then Ice Cube he works for the government. He's one of the, I don't know, surveillance security experts who hooks into and controls drones and listens to people's conversations.
Supposedly,
I was wondering if
there's no one around him the whole movie.
Yeah. He's the only person ever to do it.
The whole
department.
Yep.
The whole department's him.
Yep.
So I don't understand how exactly they were like, this is going to be a hit. This is going to be.
It's insane. This is like people clutching at straws in the middle of COVID and being like, okay, we need to make a movie. Let's make something.
And they need to be socially distanced.
Yeah. People spent real money on this. Like, it's properly insane. Even the parts where there are two characters in the same room, like there's a part later, which you'll get to, I'm sure, where his daughter and his like the husband or boyfriend of his daughter are in one room supposedly, like, oh, I'm with her now, but you still only see one of them at a time on the camera because they're, obviously they can't be in the same place during filming.
Yeah,
just don't make movies. Just don't make movies. It's fine. It's okay if there's a world pandemic. They don't have to make things like this. Anyway, there's also discuss. You can keep going.
Was this wasn't made during the pandemic though?
Yeah. That's my understanding.
Oh, it was.
It was made peak COVID. They didn't finish the CGI and they went, look, we've got it. We might as well put it out. It's costs nothing to put it on our platform. So they didn't advertise or anything. They just put it on Amazon Prime. Because they had it pretty much finished 5 years later after it was filmed, and it is a travesty. It is the worst / best thing I've seen all year.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So Ice Cube, William Radford, his wife has died, and he's super protective of his daughter, where he hooks into her phone and looks after her, and
his
he also has
disgusting.
a son. Yeah, and he has a son who is spending his time on video games, and he's like uninstalling his video game. There's a bit of conflict there.
Yep.
And then he's doing his daily due diligence by listening into everybody. There's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek of saying the government listens to everything and is always listening to you because there's people walking across the street and you can hear them having their conversations and stuff, to the point where some guy even says the government are probably listening to this right now. So that's why I was like, is it tongue-in-cheek, or are they actually pointing the fun of, like, I don't know, Big Brother always listening and always looking what you're doing over your shoulder, etc. But I don't know that they were that clever in terms of trying to have
nothing
a dig
else
at
was.
the
So
government
don't
with this one.
Don't give them benefit of the doubt.
No. So Ice Cube, we get a front-on, pretty much webcam point of view, pretty much the entire time of him sitting in front of a green screen, and the green screen looks pretty average. Like, it's very noticeable that he is in front of a green screen.
One point he does go to the back of the room and like interact with the door, but I don't know if that was because he's kind of behind something as well at the same time. So I don't know if that was like filmed after the fact, or if they just like do some trickery to put him in there. I don't know. Because there's one moment where he interacts with the room. One.
Yeah. So I don't know, but pretty much he's in front of a green screen. He's doing his job. He's at his desk and he's hooking in. We get some B-roll footage of him getting alerts and doing his, like, sending a drone in. We get the map view of these drones flying in and dealing with threats. We get to see like different threat levels of all the different things, and things are moving.
Yep.
And why he's still trying to like track his daughter, and doesn't like the daughter's boyfriend either, because he...
Sorry.
What?
Keep going. I'm interrupting you again.
That's all right.
He's going looking inside her fridge and being like, oh, I haven't got enough protein. You need to go get this food. And like looking at everything she buys and what she has, it's disgusting behavior. And they tried to like justify it because, his wife died and he doesn't know how to be a dad, and all he knows how to do is to spy on people and use that for it. No, that makes you a bad person. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So They have a alert that comes in, and all of a sudden it is like DEFCON 5. I don't know if that's the correct term or not. Is that like when things hit the fan or whatever it's called, like DEFCON 5, DEFCON 3, DEFCON 1? I don't really know. But for whatever it becomes,
lowest state of readiness of US military is the default. So DEFCON 5 is peacetime, normal readiness. DEFCON 1 is nuclear war. DEFCON 2 is the next step to nuclear war. DEFCON 5 is always,
it's
so
peace.
Is calm.
Okay.
I know this. This is literally what Google's telling me.
There you go. For whatever reason, they get an alert and there is a big threat. And the FBI or the NASA scientist who he actually does interact with, which is Eva Longoria.
Which is, again, you've got, like, I love Eva Longoria. I love her in what she's good in. I love her in Desperate Housewives and Devious Housemaids, all that shit. Her as a NASA scientist doesn't land. It's just like Ice Cube as a fucking FBI, whatever he is. Department of Homeland Security? Is he DHS? DHS. It doesn't land. It's not believable. Anyway, keep going.
So she's like on the ground going and investigating what this is, and then we get patched into all the head honchos of like the government, which one of the main guys, why he gets patched in, for some reason he's sweaty because I'm assuming he was running on a treadmill. He was actually in Marvel's Shield and was like the head honcho in the Marvel Shield. But what was his name? His name is... I can't even...
Is that Clark Gregg? Donald Briggs?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
it's him. Donald Briggs, who is pretty much our main point of call. While this is all going on, while we're getting patched into all different things, there's a hacker group, organisation, or hacker, the old standard sort of like...
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you want to call it? The blacked out face. It was like... with the mask on, that we're going to release these documents, and there's meant to be a whole mystery around this the whole time. But it's like, I don't really care about this. There's no point in this film where I cared for any single character whatsoever. There was no inkling of like, I hope they survive. I was like, if they die, they die.
I want everyone to die. But literally no one died. And even when people look like they're going to die, like when FBI field agent Sheila Jeffries is in the middle of the thick of it and everything goes chaotic, and Ice Cube just dips his like official duties. He's in the middle of like a fucking FBI raid on this place, and he just dips and goes and looks at what his daughters and that are doing for like 10 minutes, and he comes back and no time has passed for the FBI agent. She's just in the same place she was 10 minutes ago and totally fine, even though the main person who you're looking at for them isn't available.
He's like the only person in the department. Even when we do get introduced to the tripod aliens that come in, God, they look awful. They look
I don't think the CGI was finished. So
there was one conflict where the chopper is actually shooting it, and I was like, my God, this is horrible.
Yeah,
like horrible. Like, I don't know if they've just got stock footage of the aeroplane gunner, or like, I don't know what they've done, but it looked horrible. Like, it wasn't even laid correctly. Like, there was no depth in it. It was like the alien was moving past and he was still standing there just going like this, and there was no bullets, there was no spray. They didn't even, I don't even reckon they did the sound properly. Like, the sound didn't match to the gun shooting or anything.
What someone pointed out, I forgot what it was. There's a scene where he's yelling, but no sound comes out or something. I forget. There's someone told me about, like, there's a moment in it where I didn't even notice it, but there's a moment in it where the sound isn't there. It should be there, or they're meant to replace the sound. I forget what it was now, but yeah, it wasn't finished. Like, genuinely, they didn't finish making the movie, and they just went, "Oh, look, we'll just put it out," which is insane. The whole thing is the most ridiculous. I literally had my mouth open, like, not even, figuratively. My jaw was on the floor. My mouth was open so much. This movie, just absolutely gobsmacked.
What did I message you about? about War of the Worlds. Keep going. I'll find it.
The amount of times it's just Ice Cube reacting to his daughter getting a fucking rod through her leg, which I'll talk about more in a second. Fucking know the hell out of me. Reacting to thinking his son is dead when the house explodes. So much of it is just him like, oh my God, and covering his mouth and like all these ridiculous, like, this guy cannot act. It's insane they let him do this. And they went, yeah, good, cut, print it, that's great. Incredible.
Yeah. It's good. What did I say? I was like, it's like watching a feature-length YouTube video. So it was like the cuts and the zoom ins and how quickly they tried to change all of the camera angles and everything. And then the B-roll over the top of everything. It felt like I was watching a standard, I don't know, Mr. Beast YouTube video where it was like,
but they're better.
But without the charismatic sort of guy. It was just a grumpy guy that was better. Mad of the world.
The editing that this actually was closer to like asylum films. Just like, I don't care about making movies. I'm just going to pump out what's making money. Like it was just insane. The editing was fucking bananas.
Yeah. I said I turned it off at the 20-minute mark and you're like, nah, I loved it. I was like, it's horrid. Yeah. I went back. I went back. Fun. I went back to it. But I was like, my God, this is running for an extremely long amount of time.
Was it an hour and a half, or was it? How long was it?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, 31. It's fine.
Yeah. Someone goes, this could have been an email as a review.
But you feel the most important part about the aliens. What are they here for? What do they come to Earth for?
We don't need that. It's about a man reconnecting with his family.
That's been one of the most ridiculous parts of the whole fucking movie is that the aliens are here to eat data, and that's what they're here for. It's not in the original. I feel like it's such a stupid cop out that there's the part where he's looking at his like dead wife's Facebook page, and photos just disappear one by one because that's how data works supposedly. And the planes start falling out of the sky because you need data to fly a plane. But then conveniently, the bombers are still flying later in the movie. He could still post to YouTube, but he couldn't use Facebook. Like they ate Facebook, but not YouTube. Like,
I'm sure MySpace was the first one to go.
Wouldn't you eat like the most data-rich
HTML code?
I feel like you'd eat the most data-rich websites over first, and YouTube would have so much fucking. But the idea you can eat data is so fucking stupid. Like it's such a dumb fucking. I don't know. It honestly was so stupid.
I don't think Amazon are caring because they're like, it's bringing people in. We've got your ad revenue now because you have to watch ads on Amazon now, which is insane. I had to watch like almost 2 minutes of ads before this started, and then
one in the middle as well.
Mid-roll ad.
Yeah,
crazy. And we can't even get ad free in Australia.
Oh, can we not?
No, you go click on ad free, and we can't get that.
Oh right, I wouldn't pay for it anyway. But there you go, didn't know that. And the amount of fucking product placement, or more less so product and more like internet. Whatever. Like, you know, there was real Facebook, real YouTube. They had WhatsApp. He was messaging his daughter on. Microsoft Teams was in it. The ad saturation for like products or for, I don't know, digital products really was pretty crazy. They would have got a lot of money out of that as well.
Surprised they didn't put Twitch on there, you know, get a little bit of boost. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I got annoyed at his daughter is somehow, she's like a scientist, medical scientist, and she's invented some like cannibalistic virus or some shit. It's going to help with something or other. But she's also too fucking stupid to know that if you get impaled by something, leave it the fuck inside your body. She's impaled by like a rod or whatever, and she pulls it out. She's like, I thought it would help the bleeding if I pulled it out. Why would you no, you're meant to be a scientist. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows it. Leave the knife in. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Otherwise you're going to bleed out. And she was pregnant as well. And
Yep.
they were meant to have Dad doesn't believe in me. I hated the whole reveal of like, it was you, the son.
Yes.
Oh my God. So it turns out the big hacker reveal after no one cared.
Yep.
It was like, it was you all along.
And then after one sentence of like convincing his dad, Ice Cube just goes, "Oh yeah, you're right. I completely believe what you're saying over my career for the past whatever amount of years."
Yeah.
I also hated how his name was David and he was fighting Goliath, like David and Goliath. They thought they were so smart with that. It's like, that's the kind of shit they put into their writing, but they can't write a fucking decent piece of dialogue in the whole way through. All the hackers demanding, I wrote a few things down, obviously. All the hackers demanded immunity from Ice Cube. He's like, we'll help you if you can give us immunity. And he's like, yep, I can do that. The scene just before was him getting fired. He can't give him, even if he wasn't fired, he can't give immunity. He's a fucking DSA and he sits there and, what is it? Department of Homeland, DHS. He just stares at computer screens all day. He can't fucking grant people immunity. The government, just about times I heard someone say, the government is lying to you, or the government is after it, or whatever. It's such a catch-all stupid term. I love the line someone said, "My data's being drained." It's just, this shit's crazy.
You want to know? I just clicked on the trivia part.
Sorry?
The trivia of the film. On IMDb gives you some trivia.
I read that, yeah. Go on.
So originally, William Radford, the main protagonist, was originally written as a person, and the whole theme was meant to be about COVID and people being glued to their screens. But the director was so impressed by the intensity of Ice Cube throwing his chair that he rewrote the character to match it.
Fuck off. That is so stupid. Written as a paraplegic to fit in with the themes of COVID. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
No, that's insane. I've had a discussion with you before. I get pissed off when you're doing a show about webcams or characters using their phones or whatever. Just film on the fucking webcam. Why not film him with a shitty garbage webcam the whole way through? Why the fuck would DHS have a high quality red or even a DSLR as the webcam for some random guy, some random worker? Just give him a shitty camera. Give everyone else on their phones shitty fucking phone to film with. Stop making it harder and making it look worse.
Yes.
I was annoyed that Dave bounced the signal to his house when the aliens were like coming to get him. And he bounced signal to his house and it blew up his own house. Why not bounce signal to like a random fucking shed or something? Aliens don't know if it's your house.
I don't know. Maybe that's the only thing he could think of at the time.
And then lastly, the amount of ridiculous one-liners Ice Cube had. He literally says the line to a tentacle, "Move, bitch, get out the way." Like his fucking song. Oh my God. And take your intergalactic asses back home was a line that he said when there was like the montage of the military fighting the aliens.
Yep.
It's so stupid. Anyway, we've said enough. This is hot garbage, but I had so much fun. I'm looking forward to sitting around in a circle with some friends and watching this not sober.
Yeah. So apparently the director, Rich Lee, did the special effects for Minority Report, which I actually really enjoyed. I Am Legend. I actually enjoyed I Am Legend, but it wasn't true to the source material. Pirates of the Caribbean, Tears of the Sun. So like reasonable films for the CGI, and then he releases this.
But he didn't do the CGI of this.
But he's still part of it. He's still part of it. Like, you're the director, you still have... I don't care. Like, you still have a hand in it.
He's done a lot of... of film clips, music videos, heaps. A lot of Eminem, Billie Eilish, Lana Del Rey, more Eminem. He did the Venom music video. Venom. Don't give him Venom. And then he did this. Good job, Rich Lee.
What would you give it?
Oh, like the lowest I can, a 0.5. It's the worst thing I've seen in a very long time.
Yep.
Half Past Dead is a better movie than this.
Yeah, I had a much better time with Half Past Dead.
Oh, I had just as much fun with this as Half Past Dead, but...
Oh, no, I enjoyed Half Past Dead better.
I think Snow White's better than this. That was the last thing we gave a 0.5, you and I.
Ooh, Snow White. That was insane.
Minecraft movie is better than this.
Minecraft movie was surprisingly good, though.
I mean, you gave it a 1.
Yeah, but it was better than I thought it was going to
be. Yeah, this was properly awful. But special. Yeah, special in its own unique way. So you're 0.5 as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's move on to pick number 1, which is your pick of the week. We've both been a little bit excited for this one.
Yeah. Did I pick Weapons?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I wasn't sure where we landed because we sort of like we both wanted to watch Alien Earth and we both wanted to watch Weapons. I picked Weapons. Yeah, it's good. The end. Moving on.
Is it
Alien Earth? It's great. Are you kidding?
Is it?
Oh, you suck.
I enjoyed it until the ending, where I was like, "You've taken the horror aspect," and I was like, "Is this a comedy now?"
Yeah, Barbarian had moments of comedy as well. Like the other movie the guys made, Zach Krieger.
The chasing, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's meant to be silly. It divulges into like a Benny Hill sketch, which is intentional. So this all we got in the trailer, which I'm glad that the movie wasn't about this, because then I would have been like, well, I don't need to watch the first act because I already know what happens. But what we got in the trailer was all these kids go missing. I thought the movie was going to be building up to the kids going missing, and it was going to be like sort of the complication at the end of the first act. But no, that happened straight away. So the movie literally starts with a montage with the voiceover saying that all the kids got up at 2:17, left their houses, and now no one knows where they are. And
besides one, yep, who we don't really find out till right at the end of the film. Movie's broken into 6 parts, which you would have hated. Instead of being told chronologically, we're told story through different characters' perspectives. So our first perspective is the perspective of the teacher, who's being harassed by the community because it's her whole class besides one kid who goes missing. So everyone's must be her. What's she been telling them? What's she been saying to these kids? How did it happen? Was it planned? Blah, blah, blah. So it's Julia Garner, who we've recently seen in Silver Surfer. You and I also know her from the hotel, whatever it's called, where she was out in the middle of Whoop Whoop. Royal Hotel. That's the one.
She's great. She's doing pretty well. I think she's really good in this. So she plays, this teacher. The community's against her. She deals with all the bullshit by drinking heavily. And she hooks up with this guy called Paul, who's a copper. The whole first act is her perspective in the world sort of being mean to her and her being mistreated. The second, it's not broken up into acts either. Actually, I shouldn't say act. The second portion of the story is the perspective of Archer, who's the dad of one of the kids who've gone missing. He initially hates Julia Garner's character, Justine, because he's part of the people that are like, what have you done with my kids, blah, blah, blah. He starts to sort of piece together where the kids are running off to. So he has like a ring, what do they call it? A ring doorbell, where he can see like where the kids run off to, and he uses that plus another one to sort of triangulate where the kids run off to, and that's sort of where that story ends. We have a story of, is the third one Paul, the copper?
You have the copper and then the homeless.
Yeah.
The guy living in the tent.
The cop felt really left field, but it comes together at the end. So his story is all about, he's the guy that Justin's up with at the beginning. he finds this homeless kid trying to break into a building, like tackles him down, and he's like, "Hey, anything in your pockets that might stab me?" He's like, "No, sir." And they reach in his pockets and get stabbed by like a heroin syringe, and just like punches, fucking just absolutely police brutality destroys this kid. So his whole thing is that at the end, doesn't matter. There's this other kid who is the guy who Paul arrested, and it was his like. Paul's also alcoholic, by the way. Then there's this kid who's drug addicted, who, you know, is trying to look for ways to make a bit of money so he can keep feeding his drug addiction. And we also the story of Marcus, who's the principal, who initially I thought was like a detective. Part 5 is Marcus, who's the principal, and we see him for the first time being like possessed, sort of. We start to sort of piece some things together. But the last part is, and by the way, if you haven't seen this, don't listen to us, go watch it, because I think any predisposition of knowing what this movie is about totally ruins the experience. But the last part is from the story point of view of Alex, who's the only boy in the class who hasn't gone missing. And we learn that, again, spoilers, his aunt, who isn't really his aunt, but his aunt is a witch, and she uses her, you know, witch magic or whatever to... It's never really explained in detail. Yeah, it's kind of voodoo, but it's kind of not, because voodoo is its own black culture attached. Yeah. But yeah, she's a witch, more or less. So yeah, she it's not really explained in detail, but the way it's sort of explained, you know, sort of through subtext, is that she's draining the life force of people to extend her life. You know, classic witch stuff. And she is first trying to like sap Alex's parents, but that's not enough, she says. So then she says, "Oh, give me something that belongs to all of your classmates, and then I can go. You know, I won't have to be here anymore." So Alex is like, "Well, I want you to get the fuck out of my house because you ruined my parents." So he goes and steals a bunch of little like name tickets for all these kids, and then she's the reason all these kids, they're living in her basement, which the druggy kids ended up finding. Anyway, it's quite complex. I've probably explain more than necessary, and there are way more things to explain. But it's a witch story, which I thought was really cool. I've haven't had a good witch story in a while.
No. Yeah, I was a bit surprised about the witch angle that they were going for. I thought it was going to be... I don't really know what it was going to be about, because I know obviously the kids went missing, and I got keen after the trailer of like... it kind of was presented as one of those true crime documentary kind of esque in the trailer, where it was like at 2:17, all the children vanished. It was kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder what this will kind of be set as. I wasn't expecting this kind of package to be delivered on it. I actually surprisingly enjoyed it, and when I first pieced together what the hell was going on. I do at the start of these things, when it's like I've got to try and keep track of each person's story. I thought they did pretty well with, especially with the Justine and was it Archer, where the swap overs and the crossovers, especially when they were at the petrol station and she gets attacked by the guy, Benedict Wong. Who he's got a podcast, doesn't he? Is that the guy I'm thinking of? No, he's in Doctor Strange.
So you're thinking of Horrible Best Friends?
Yeah. So he's in Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's also in Three Body Problem that you and I watched.
That's where I've seen him. Yeah, couldn't quite pick where I'd seen him. Yeah, so he came and attacked him, and I thought their transition between the points of view was pretty good.
I like that each story was like back a little bit, but also forward a little bit. Like every story gave us a little bit more backstory, but also gave us a bit more progression in like the present. Yeah.
I was actually really enjoying it until I actually found out more about the witch, and then has the witch is like, I guess, comeuppance or whatever you want to call it, the final conflict of like how they tried to resolve this. I was like, this is silly. Like it was just as you said, like a Benny Hill, where it was like the kids running. And no, it's
Okay.
like the first attack where we get to see the attack. I was like, this is really cool. And then it's just seeing her running and like screaming, and I'm like, how are you guys not catching up to this? Like,
Yeah, I know, but it's a classic horror cliche where every shot you see the horror, the whatever it is chasing someone, they get closer, and then the next shot they're further away again. Like it's a parody.
I don't know. I would have preferred that she get caught earlier and just have that gruesome moment. Like when they finally caught her, I was like, this is pretty cool. Where they just rip her apart. I was like, that's cool. But that whole chase scene, I was like, I would have rather just to see her be like, it wasn't enough. I can't really run, and then get ripped apart. Like sick.
But to me, from the start, even the way the kids run through the street is like comedic.
Yeah, but I thought that was more, as you present it when they don't run naturally. It's kind of like they're not running naturally, like they're being pulled against their will. It's rather less comedic and more like, what the hell is going on here? Like, were you laughing at them as they were running?
I chuckled because it looked silly. It's like Naruto running.
Yeah, I don't know. I was seeing it as, because they're all running like that, it's like they're being pulled against their will. I don't know. Yeah,
but also it looks silly. Even when Marcus is running through everywhere, I think it looks pretty silly. Her character is kind of silly because she's like, the way she goes into the school and stuff with her like clown makeup almost, where she's just trying to mask how old and decrepit she is. I feel like there's a few little funny moments that, because even remember Barbarian? They have like Jake Long in that, which he makes an appearance in this as well. His whole character is so goofy and foolish, but that's why I love sort of the strange bedfellows of horror and comedy sort of assist each other.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
No, I prefer that silly ending than. I'm so sick of every horror, as I've said to you before, and I've said on this podcast before, how often horror movies just become an action movie in the final act. And it's just character versus character fight to the death. So I like that this was a bit different, a bit silly. But yeah, I can see your perspective. I can, because if the whole thing didn't feel silly to you prior, and then the last bit does, and you're like, this is weird. But I guess I saw it as sort of silly, outlandish from the beginning. Yeah,
I was just a little bit disappointed.
Fair, yeah, to each their own.
But yeah, overall, I thought it was surprisingly good. Because when you come into these things and you're like, this is going to be one of those hype films. But it lived up somewhat to the hype.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's ever going to live up to the hype that is presented in these kind of, I don't know, horror film of the year or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sick of that being thrown around. I still don't think, I'm not sure about that. Like, I didn't get scared. To me, if it's like, people saying this is like the scariest movie of the past 5 years. I don't think it's really scary at all. There's probably like 2 cheap jump scares that made me roll my eyes. So like, I don't think it's necessary, but because there was 2 where the characters were in dreams, and they saw her face. But I think in context by later, it wasn't actually a dream, and that she actually is there. She like wakes up and then sees her, and then sort of like second wakes up, but the second wake up, she's already awake. So I think it's more of like, she's creeping into their minds while they're sleeping or whatever.
Yeah.
I heard that there was meant to be a part 7. That was going to be, I'm not sure if it was the beginning, middle, and end, or where it was in terms of the other 6. But I heard that there was going to be a whole part on the witch, and that they're going to give her more story, more backstory. Gladys, her name was. And give her a bit more explanation of who she is and where she's been and all that sort of stuff. But I also don't know if it needed it. I would have kind of liked it, because I would have liked a bit more information about her, because she's very much brushed over. She's a witch. That's all we really know. How she chose this family, I don't know. How she drains them, it's never really explored.
or what the sticks are or whatever that they wrap the stuff around and then drop into the water? Like, why is it the water?
Yeah.
And how does the kid know all of a sudden how to do that?
Well, he's been watching it for a while. I'm okay with that. It's been 3 months, and she's been doing it for ages. Like, she does it, you know. She sees him do it all the time.
Okay.
So that part I was okay with. I mean, it seems pretty self-explanatory how she's doing it, but it's interesting that someone can just pick up the sticks and also cast the spells. Like, can anyone do it? Does it need to be a witch?
Yeah, I don't know.
I liked every character had their vices, their addictions. A lot of this is about consumerism and addiction. A lot of it is about people's obsessions and about grief, and different characters going through different grief at different stages. Supposedly it was written just after what's his name? Zach Krieger. I think he lost someone close to him and he was writing to sort of get himself out of that grief. And that's what this is exploring as well, and how it's easy to turn to addiction when things go poorly and whatever else. So there's layers to this as well, which I really appreciate. It's not just here's an action, here's a horror film, make you scared.
Yeah, I don't quite understand how the whole town turned on the teacher though. Like,
but you would.
I know, but it's so bizarre. Like, she continually turn up at her job at 2:17 at night. All of a sudden, it's I don't know. It's crazy that she's the first. Like, it's your fault.
But you look at it, like, from their perspective, the only thing that makes all these kids, like, the way they connect is in this classroom. The only people ever went missing are the kids from her class. Like, it's kind of suspicious, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, it's also, I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I think there's a lot to it. I think my rating is going to surprise you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think you're at like it's okay, whereas I think it's brilliant.
I was originally sitting at 3.5, and then the chase scene, I was like, see, I didn't get the comical side until that moment. So then it bring it down to a 3. Like, I'd still recommend people go see this. I was just, I don't know, disappointed with the comedy.
So you
thought
Together was a better movie than this?
I enjoyed Together better than this, yes.
Damn.
Yep.
That seems crazy to me. Because this is good, but I mean, Together was good. I enjoyed Together, but this is like a really good movie. It's really well written. Okay. It's clever. Together was.
What did I give his other one? Oh no, because isn't this the guy that did Barbarian?
You gave
I don't reckon Barbarian hit
3.
with me either. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
I gave Barbarian a 4.
Yeah, I reckon he talks to you more than he talks to me.
Okay.
Old Zach.
Good old Zach. Yeah, this to me is better than Barbarian.
Okay.
It's probably my 3rd favorite movie of the year, behind Sinners and 28 Years Later, which are also both horror movies, nearly.
Right.
4.5.
Okay. Wow.
I think it's really fucking clever. I have a lot to talk about, but there's no point me just rattling off lists of things I like at this movie. There's a lot on there. I'd highly recommend people who haven't already seen it, and I probably ruined it for you, but it's great. Watch it. I think it's best horror of the year, and I don't think it's scary. I mean, I had a couple moments I was like a bit spooked, I suppose, but it does well in sort of creating tension. Even the parts where she's looking around the house, she's poking her head inside and looking around, and like I just look away a little bit, like that anticipation of a jump, something happening.
Oh really? I didn't think jump scares got you anymore.
It's the anticipation that gets me.
Okay.
It's the waiting to get scared. That's the scariest part. Something you're expecting something to happen, rather than when the jump happens. I'm not like whoa and fucking I don't really get jump scared, but I feel the tension. I'm easily affected by tension. It's why the movie Fall works for me, because it's continuously building tension into a jump scare, but never gives you that scare. That's why I think this does well at times as well. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think the acting was great, music's great. I love the writing. It reminds me of. They intentionally also did a lot of like nods to other things. There's like Blair Witch moments with all the characters staring at walls, and there's nods to The Shining and nods to Scream. I think from like a horror fan perspective, there's lots in this to like as well. But yeah, I really liked it. Anyway, let's move on to your pick, which I was also excited for.
Yeah. So this is Alien Earth, which is out now. First 2 episodes called Neverland and Mr. October, which are out now. It's on Disney Plus for us, but Hulu in America. And I don't know about the rest of the world and how you package your stuff with Disney and Hulu. But for whatever, you can watch it on those 2. And this is a 8-episode season, which each episode runs at about 55 to an hour, roughly that 50 to an hour mark.
Yep.
So we've got 2 hours of content at the minute. 2 episodes are out. The next one comes out on the 19th of August, so that comes out on Tuesday. But this is when a mysterious space vessel crash lands on Earth. A young woman and a ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a fateful discovery that puts them face to face with the planet's greatest threat, which we know is the aliens. So we kickstart with a spaceship, and this spaceship is run by, I can't remember if they actually said the organisation that this one's run with, but there's 2 organisations that seem to be at each other, like sort of vibing for, I don't know, what would you call it? I don't know, market share, kind of like Windows and Apples, but in a larger scale in terms of, I don't know, planetary evolution,
the mega
tech
corporations.
world.
Yeah,
that's why I picked Apple and Windows, because I couldn't think of a different one. But whatever.
Or like, doesn't matter. Go on.
Yeah. Yeah. So we get the whole green, old school sort of. What are they? Computer tech, like coming out, giving an explanation about human consciousness and human cyborgs and. Well, they call them synthetics because what did we watch? We watched Alien Romulus, which delved into that whole artificial life kind of aspect.
There've been synthetics in all even the first Alien. There's the evil synthetic on the ship. His name I forget.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the originals, but
same.
This I felt like it delves into it a little bit more.
Definitely.
Like I feel like this is almost a prequel, explaining how these synthetics have come to be. Mm-hmm. So the whole first ship, they're doing some, I don't know, research, and they're sort of captured the aliens, and they're doing all their research.
Against specimens.
The alien gets out, which is the Xeno, which we see, I don't know, he's like the big bad pretty much. Besides the Queen Alien, the Queen Alien, she's the big bad, which I didn't remember that they had more human-like teeth. Like I always thought they were a bit more fangs rather than like human teeth, because we do get some close-ups of the face.
Human. Yeah,
especially the front.
Because even the poster of Alien Earth, they look more like sharp fangs.
So there's
one, 2, 3,
yeah, 4. True. Yeah, which I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I always thought they were more fangs, and there was the big, I don't know, extracted tongue thing that comes out. Has also got like predator sort of setup. Or whatever.
If you look up xenomorph teeth from the originals, that's how they've always looked, I guess. I just sort of had memory of them being really sharp, but no, that's how they've always looked. They look like human teeth with just like extended canines.
Yeah, weird. So we've got this group of people. They all die because the alien gets out. We got our main guy who is pretty much set up as the bad guy, which is Morrow. Is it Morrow?
Yeah.
Because
he's a synthetic whose number one operative is the mission.
Yeah.
So if there's people that die in the process, well, too bad.
Yeah, which we see, and he like welds up the door shut.
Yeah.
And he's like contacting back to Earth, and then goes into the little safety hatch, and the Xeno can't get in. The spaceship crash lands on Earth, and this is where we sort of kick off, and the story starts to expand, because now that the ship has crashed, the aliens are uncontaminated or set loose into the other corporation, which I forget their name again. I can't remember what the company's name is.
I never remember them, to be honest. The big W one.
Yeah. So we are sort of following Wendy. So Wendy, we get the whole backstory that she's a child. She was taken away from her family, sort of, I want to say coerced, but I don't know if that's probably the correct term. But she was, to her pre-existing family, they were pretty much told that she died, because she, I'm assuming, has cancer or some terminally diagnosed illness.
Some terminal illness,
yeah. So as far as her pre-existing family know, she's dead. They transfer her body into a synthetic. So they've worked out how to transfer the consciousness. So that they're trying to build these. I don't know. His whole motive, the head honcho, is
Boy Cavalier.
He wants to talk to someone who's smarter than he is, and this is how he reckons this is going to happen. So this was going to be like his grand, because he's got all the money in the world. This is his like life-defining thing, that he wants to be able to talk to someone who's much smarter than him. Yeah. But because they're transforming the kids into these bodies, it's going to take them a little bit of time, and then we start to learn that they have some powers that they don't quite know, because for some reason they haven't fully expanded into what these new bodies can do. So Wendy, we learn, is obsessed with her previous life. So she has a brother who's still alive, which is Hermit, who is the medic, and he's on the mission to, I don't know what's it called, look after or secure the ship that's landed. So he's out in there, and she's looking at the feed, and she's able to she's pretty much Superman or Superwoman. Like, you see her jump off the cliff and land and not break.
Yeah, she's no full damage.
And seems to run much faster, because we get to see her sprint down the beach.
Yeah. And she
it's
can hack stuff telepathically as well. She's like a technopath.
Yeah, so she's got some extra abilities.
Yeah.
The whole first episode is mainly setting up this world and seeing that the aliens crash into Earth. We get the introduction to a couple of new sort of aliens. Normally we get the face huggers. The face huggers are always a favourite of mine in the originals, where they latch on and they explode out. But we've got some like leeches. These leeches come down and like properly... come
on his neck and become these big fucking balloons of blood.
Yeah, and then we get the eye tentacle one, where the eye pops out with the cat. Which, that's a new one. Hadn't seen that one before.
I'm wondering if that's just like another one, but it, infected the eye, so therefore it takes on the shape of the eye. Like, I don't know how it works. It's pretty cool. Maybe. I don't think they've fully expanded on that one yet, but... so like the introduction of new aliens is really cool. I was expecting to have a bit more suspense build up with the aliens to sort of like come out, but it was like, here's the Xeno. It's very soon. Yeah, it's very early, and you see all of it. I thought it was going to be very much like, what was the one we watched? Sorry, Resurrection. What was the most recent one?
Romulus.
Pardon me, it was like, I thought it was going to be like Romulus, where you actually get to see it till the end, but like one of the first shots you see of it is its big phallic head sort of moving backwards and coming into frame, which felt kind of like that. A little comedic, but...
like on the ship where it came back, and it was like,
super cool. I love Xenomorphs.
The first episode I found captivating and interesting, but also a little bit slow.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I was like waiting for the kickoff, but I was like, you got some world building stuff. The second episode, I actually really enjoyed the second episode. I was like, this is cool. I thought they captivated the feel of the originals, how it's that sort of like Earth. I want to say 90s vibe, but like also high tech.
Yeah.
90s
that, like
vibe.
how 80s saw the future, which I love when shows like this, who are, you know, sequels from old, they don't try and modernize it. They keep all the tech looking the same, like modern Star Wars. It's really cool.
Yeah, so like you get those old school computers. It reminds me of Fallout as well, just that green sort of like line text or whatever it is.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we learn some backstory about the brother. We get to learn Hermit is trying to get out of the military service or whatever he's in.
Yep.
Because he's got accepted into med school, and then robots have pretty much taken most of the jobs from those guys, and now they're in like subscription kind of service. And then as they're going through the building and stuff, we get to introduced to the aliens. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I wanted a little bit more mystery, even though I know the main alien. I still wanted less reveal straight away. I don't know. I
see this more of a story about the synthetics and the hybrids and stuff, and the alien is more of like a plot device.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but I was also like, I don't know, trying to relive that, I don't know, 1 and 2, where it was like, what is this alien? Sort of that scare factor, but it's also like, we've had war.
I don't think you can do that for an entire series, though. 8 episodes of being scared of an alien would get fucking tired.
So we've had 9 alien films if you include Alien vs Predator 2 in there, or technically 7 alien films. So
2 trilogies.
Yeah, so we get to see them trying to fight this alien as well, and then we get Morrow just come in and cover the Xeno in some. I'm assuming it's like some futuristic mesh thing.
Union nets.
Yeah. yeah. So I don't know what it was, but the ragtag super group that's going in there to help. So like Wendy and her other synthetic mind transferred team are in there, led by another guy who is pretty much
Timothy Oliphant,
the head robot.
It's Kirsch. It's Timothy Oliphant. I love Timothy Oliphant. He's been in a lot of things I really enjoy. He's in the first season of Mando. He often plays like a husband in comedies. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know him. He's in Deadwood. He plays himself in Good Place. He's the husband in Santa Clarita Diet, which is a underrated TV show. He's in Archer, Rango. He does voices of. He's great. I really like him. And he's good in this. He's like a full synthetic. And because a big sort of theme in this this series is like what it is to be human, and whether or not if you take the consciousness from a human and put it in a synthetic, are they human or are they synthetic? And that's sort of Wendy's big thing is like, because the whole thing of this is like Neverland and Peter Pan, and that boy Cavalier is Peter Pan, and he's giving these kids eternal life, and they'll be children forever. His place is even called Neverland. Her name's called Wendy. He reads them Peter Pan. It's a whole thing. So her character is like fighting between, she gets all the benefits of being a hybrid to synthetic. She gets to live eternal life, and she gets to be stronger and whatever else. But she also internally is fighting with, she wants to be more human. She wants more human memories. She's holding on to her humanity with Hermit. She's trying to be like a mother figure to the other kids. Like I like the big theme being humanity and humanity versus synthetic, and when you can be both, when you can be neither. It does remind me of like Fallout now as well. I like that sort of discussion. Like Black Mirror. Yeah.
So far, we end the second episode with Wendy and Hermit sort of reuniting, and then with the alien loose. So we get like Morrow is thrown in there. They tried to capture it. He captured it, and then he gets taken, and then the alien goes away and starts causing havoc. So I'm excited to see more. I am actually really enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm into it. I think if you're a big Alien fan, there must be so much. Because even like, I noticed the ginger cat, and there's a ginger cat on the ship in Alien 1 or Alien 2.
One of them.
So that, even little things. I haven't seen them in so long. I'm not a huge, big super fan, but I know enough that I pick up little things here and there. People who must be really big into Alien must be like frothing this, all the little details. I know there's little nods to Blade Runner as well. There's a lot of like just how in Weapons there was a lot of nods to classic horrors. In this, there's a lot of nods to like classic sci-fi.
I was one. The cat's in one. Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Well, we even get to see the eggs as well.
Yeah. Which is cool. And that like flora, fauna, plant thing we haven't seen before, whatever that is.
Yeah.
It's cool. They're still introducing new things into a franchise been around for nearly 40 years.
Especially to capture the like the feeling, like even that opening with the space, the people going to sleep on the ship.
Yeah.
Like it felt like Alien 1, I was like, that's sick.
Yeah. No, I'm into it. I think it's interesting so far. It's pretty cool. It just reminds me of like a big Black Mirror. I like this sort of sci-fi that makes you question the future and what's going to happen with corporations and good time to release it with all the AI progression and stuff, seeing where they're going. Lots to talk about, lots to commentate on.
I was just looking at Aliens, the pictures, and I forgot about the person that was like cocooned onto the wall and then it comes out. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and all the sort of analogies with motherhood and Aliens about like they're all about mothers and Sigourney Weaver being a mother and all the character.
If we get the crane suit. Oh, the suit's gonna be so cool.
Totally.
Oh, even the yellow tanks where they're all the tanks are all yellow.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's still these little things that if you're a big Alien fan, you must be going crazy over this. Yeah.
No, I'm keen for Tuesday's episode.
Yeah, I want to watch more. I hope I do. I actually like the first one more, I think, episodes.
Okay.
I like the world building and the character, all the like sort of introducing the characters and their little journeys. But I can see, 2 was more into it. And it doesn't hold your hand, like it's straight into it, which I appreciate. Like it almost wants you to know about the Alien universe already, which I think's fine.
Yeah, like there's still enough explanation where you can enter this without knowing all the backstory of all the previous ones.
Yeah.
Like you'll miss heaps in it, but it's also like
I think it's written for those who already have the context and are already fans. Like it feels like that.
Oh yeah, you'd have to. There's no way you could write this without appeasing to the fans with this already established IP.
Yeah, it's huge. But yeah, I'm at a 4.
Yeah,
I really like it.
Oh, nice. That was where I was at too.
Yep.
Oh.
Which means
Alien
by 0.25, you win the week.
Close.
There you go.
Close.
It's because you fucking tanked my results on Weapons. Nah, not at all.
Not at all.
That's good. I'm glad.
Okay.
And I'm glad this was good. When we first said we're going to watch it, there's always that part of me that's like, I have to commit a fair bit of time to watching this. I hope it's good. It was.
Yeah, it was. So, I mean, the other horror releases for August is Toxic Avenger, which is technically being called under horror. Aliens, they're classifying as horror as well. What do we? Yeah, so Toxic Avenger, I think, comes out on the 22nd. There's how do I say this one? Primordial War, which is they're calling it the new Jurassic Park, where it was where the Vietnam War actually has dinosaurs.
Okay. I need to look this up. What is it called?
I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah, okay.
Because words are escaping me. But yeah, it's set during 1968 during the Vietnam War.
Primitive War.
Primitive War, that's the one.
Yeah, right. A recon unit known as the Vulture Squad isolate a jungle, uncover the fate of missing Green Beret platoon. What the fuck is this? Dinosaurs in Vietnam. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to end up like asylum level kind of parody-esque, or if it's actually going to be like a proper, I don't know, nod to Jurassic Park /
it looks really cheap.
But yeah, apparently it's meant to be a bit more realistic with their dinosaur structures and stuff.
Okay.
Because they're working with paleontologists and stuff.
Sure thing. Oh, it's Australian.
I don't know.
It's an Australian film. It's made in Australia.
Yeah.
It's filmed by Australians. Yeah, right.
There you go.
Shit.
Just a random bit of information on you. So, yeah. But Toxic Avenger I'm keen for.
Yeah, sure.
Look, I like the original Toxic Avengers. So this is one of those ones where it was shot earlier but hasn't made the release yet. So I think it was shot in 2023, but yeah, hits cinemas August 29th.
Yeah, because I was looking it up a while ago. It says it's a 2023 film. Like, it even says 2023.
Yeah.
Which makes it, was it released in 2023 or not? Like, did they put it out anywhere? Because it on IMDb literally says 2023 released.
I don't know why.
I don't understand. Anyway, yeah, we'll watch it.
Weird, yeah. I don't know, but yeah. That's cool.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, anyway.
Take us out of here.
You know what to do. Listen on Spotify or Apple Music, give it a 5-star rating. On YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what you can do is tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
And we'll see you guys next time. Boys.
Love yous.